Stay calm. You can talk to your parents. We can open the window and let you talk to them.
It's not a talk any parent wants to have, especially when it's about your 11-year-old daughter in handcuffs for a prank gone wrong.
I'm telling you this right now, you're going to take this as a lesson at 11 years old, that if you do something stupid in the future, you're going to enjoy those cuffs.
Her ruse was elaborate. It all started Wednesday morning when the girl, who we are not naming because she's a minor, texted 911 using the name Lily Lee Combs. She reported her friend had just been kidnapped and that she was pulled over on a local highway in Oak Hill, Florida.
We scramble, our air unit gets up there, so we have air support. And the text messages keep coming in about directions, locations.
2 minutes later, Lily texted police that the suspect was in a white van and she was following it in a blue Jeep. When police asked her what her friend's name was, she replied that it was a 14-year-old named Maddie Lawson. 9:54 a.m., she texted police he's tying her up. And 15 minutes later, she added that the fake male suspect was armed with a gun. Police say within 45 minutes of that first text, officers pinpointed where the texts were coming from and arrived on the scene. And instead of a kidnapping, they find the 11-year-old texting.
She tells us, oh, yeah, I thought it would be funny to do that.
Officers struck a pretty firm tone with the 11-year-old. Do you stand by the tone?
You know, you got to have tough love here. You just can't rub her on the head and say you shouldn't do this.
She insisted it was a one-time thing.
I'm not going to do this again.
Somebody could have been killed or injured. We get dozens and dozens and dozens of these calls, and we have to spend all of these money and resources because we have to take every one of them seriously.
Volusia Sheriff Mike Chitwood says the girl was charged with a felony, making a false report concerning the use of a firearm in a violent manner and a misdemeanor of misuse of 911.
Even though she was a first-time offender, the fact that she had mentioned that this person was armed, that drove her up to spend the night in detention because of that.
Her father did not return NBC's request for comment, but the sheriff does have a comment for all parents and would-be pranksters watching.
At what point does a seemingly funny prank become criminal?
This isn't ring the doorbell and run away. You're actually interfering with police communications. You are pulling resources. There's real serious repercussions here.
Now, the sheriff's office says that one helicopter for that 1/2 hour ran a tab of upwards of $550. They're still working out the final costs and whether or not her parents will have to pay that. And as for the girl, she spent the night at a local juvenile detention center. She was released back to her parents this morning.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.